Cameron, I want to thank you for coming to camp. My name's Thad Johnson with ABC. I'm going to be looking at your pitching video here today. I'm going to talk about a couple different things, including your balance, your direction to home plate, and your follow through. Give you a few pointers to help you with your pitching delivery. First thing we're gonna move into is the balance position. Prior to going into the balance position, you just want to make sure that your foot is flush up against the rubber. You can be off the rubber like you are, but you just want to make sure that your foot is nice and parallel to that rubber, so you can really drive off of it in a straight line towards home plate. If it's turned at all crooked, you're going to want to fall towards the right-handed batter's box or the left-handed batter's box, and you just want to make it as easy as possible for you to go in a straight line. So as we lift, what we're looking for is that we're looking for the pitcher to stay over their back foot and not drift forward before they get to the top of the leg lift. Now, as you can see, as I back this up frame by frame and move it forward, your front side starts to creep forward a little bit. Your hip starts to slide forward. Your head starts to come forward a little bit, and it's ever so slight, but nonetheless, it is going forward, and you've yet to get up to the top of the balance point. So you need to make sure that you stay nice and tall over that back side and get all the way to the top of the leg lift before you move forward. Okay, do a good job of also getting your head just to sit nice and upright on your shoulders, as opposed to the tilt that you have in it right here, because you're going to carry this tilt throughout your whole delivery, and your body will follow your head. So as we break and we move to the directional phase, right off the bat, you just really see that by you keeping your weight back, you've got this head, and it's really just offline. And ideally, we'd like to see that head just sit nice and straight up and down. Okay, top of the button on the top of your cap just pointed toward the side to the sky, nice and easy. As we make our way towards home plate, you want to make sure that when you break your hands at the point that your glove starts to move forward, okay, I'd like it just to stay in line with your front foot as you approach home plate, and it should really just move out in a very direct line towards the catcher, towards the target, and then it should stay out there, and your chest should go to that glove, and that's going to allow you to keep your front side in. And as you can see, along with your head tilt, your glove's getting real high, out of control over your entire body, and when it gets this high, you're going to eventually have to bring it down. And when we move to the foot strike area, or the loading position, what you notice is you got a lot of tilt in your shoulders. Your front side's completely blown open. You have bad posture. Should be upright. That chin should be over your belly button. Shoulders should be nice and level towards home plate. Okay, the shoulders really should be in this position right here, and I've backed you up a couple frames, Cameron. The position of your shoulder should be in this position when you land. Okay, and as you can see, if I go 2 frames forward, 3 frames forward on foot strike, you've opened yourself up. Your glove's starting to fly open out of the line of the target. And when you open up your front side, as you do, it's going to cut off your release point. Your release point's going to be short. Okay, mechanically, not being sound is going to create some problems with the effectiveness of your pitches. Also, it's going to lead to injury. I mean, one of the things that a lot of people say, if you get your mechanics squared away, it's going to help you with your velocity, and it's not very true. Most of the time, mechanics are there to, just help you repeat a delivery so you can throw strikes and you can be more consistent in the zone. 2, mechanics will help you to prevent injury. Velocity is kind of, comes from player to player. It's not really a general blanket that if you have good mechanics, you'll throw harder. So one of the good drills to work on here, Cameron, is to do just a one knee drill where you're going to take your knee in this loaded position right here, the foot strike position. You're going to put it on the ground. You're just going to go ahead and square your shoulders up to the to your target. You're just going to square your shoulders up. Glove's going to get out in line with your front foot as you're on the knee. And what you want to do is you just want to throw the baseball in an extended distance, with a partner, just using your top half and just working on staying close and driving yourself over your front side, over your front knee, get that head out over the front leg. It's going to help you to create some good posture with that upper torso. So that's a really good drill to work on, a one knee drill. You should do it every day. It should just become a part of your throwing program. At the beginning of your throwing program, and then as you extend out and come back in, it should be at the end of your throwing program. So as we get to the release point, ideally what we'd like to see is that chest to get out over the front leg, and we'd like to see that head also get over that front leg, face pointing towards the target. As you can see, you're looking off towards the light standers off to the left because your body action is going right to left. You really have a very, very heavily rotational delivery. So one of the things too with getting out over your front leg and having a good follow through in the direction of the catcher is it really starts earlier in the delivery. So looking at you losing your balance at the beginning of the delivery from the balance position, your weight leaking forward. It's just the ball is kind of started off on the wrong path for you. So if we can do a better job of staying balanced over your back foot as you lift, and do not allow that weight to get forward, and really when you break your hands directly out in front of you. Don't allow that glove to just fly up in the air, and then also keep your head and your chin over your belly button. And this is something you can work on in dry mechanics. Do it in front of a mirror so you can really take a look at yourself and see what it looks like. And this is going to be the best thing for you. So I really believe that at your release point is going to get closer to home plate. You're going to be over your legs a little bit more as that direction and that balance gets cleaned up in the beginning of your delivery. So Cameron, I want to thank you for coming to camp. I hope you learned a little bit here today, and look forward to seeing you out there again sometime soon.